Here, this is the part 2 of my previous lecture on the subject of interpretation of section 6 of the Hindu Succession Act 1956. So here I am discussing this topic in continuation. In the year 2005, attempt has been made by way of amending the Hindu Succession Act, amending the act concerning rights of a daughter to be a co-parcener in the Mittakshara Coparcenary, and by way of amendment, daughters of the co-parcener has been given the rights which are equal to that of a son. A joint Hindu family, the system of Mittakshara Coparcenary applies to a joint Hindu family. A joint Hindu family is a larger body than a Hindu coparcenary. A joint Hindu family consists of all persons who are lineally descended from a common ancestor, and this family includes wives and unmarried daughters of those common ancestors and their descendants. Hindu coparcenary is a much narrower body than joint Hindu family. It consists of a common ancestor and his lineal male descendants up to 3 degrees, that is 3 generations. Common ancestor plus his lineal male descendants up to 3 generations. Before 2005 amendment, coparcenary included only those persons like sons, grandsons and great-grandsons of the common ancestor who are holders of a joint property of that family. The coparcenary interest consists of only those persons who have taken by birth, that is by virtue of their birth, an interest in the property of the family. It is only a co-parcener who can demand a partition. Co-parcener here get his right by birth from the moment of his birth. However, now, by substituted section 6, that is new section 6 in the Hindu Succession Act, with effect from 9 September 2005, daughters are also recognized as a co-parcener in their own rights by birth, that is by virtue of their birth in the family like a son. Coparcenary property is the one which is inherited by a Hindu from his father, grandfather or great-grandfather. Therefore, it is called as ancestral property. It is inherited by a Hindu person from his ancestors. The property in coparcenary is held as joint owners. The essence of coparcenary under Mithakshara law is unity of ownership. The ownership of the coparcenary property is in the whole body of coparceners. Therefore, no individual member of that family, while he remains undivided in the family, can predict, no individual member can predict that he has that particular, he has a particular or definite share, like 1/3 share or 1/4 share. He cannot predict while he is joint, because his interest is a fluctuating interest which is capable of being enlarged by the deaths of other coparceners in the family, and it is liable to be diminished by the births of new coparceners in the family. Therefore, it is only on partition that he becomes entitled to a definite share. Upon a partition, in case coparcenary property comes to the hands of a single person for the time being, then it will be treated as his property, separate property. But once a son is born, then coparcenary will revive in the terms of Mithakshara law. This point is clear by the Honorable Supreme Court in one important judgment in the case of Rohit Chavan versus Surinder Singh, which is reported in Supreme Court Cases, year 2013, volume 9, page 419. It was held by the Supreme Court that so long on partition and ancestral property remains in the hands of single person, then it has to be treated as its separate property, and as such person shall be entitled to dispose of that property, treating it to be his separate property. Suppose a son is subsequently born to such a person, then in that case the alienation which is made by his father before the birth of his son, that alienation of property cannot be questioned by that son subsequently, because alienation is made before the birth of that son. But if suppose, but the moment a son is born, the property becomes a coparcenary property, and the son will acquire interest in that property and become a coparcener. Means when a son is born, then he also become a coparcener, and he will have equal same right in the coparcenary property to that of his father. Therefore, after the son is born, if father alienate the coparcenary property, and if it is not valid alienation, then son can challenge that alienation.